Hello Tarot fans, welcome to another edition of Blue Sicx Tarot. I'm your fantastic host Blue Sicx, and this is Forecast Friday. So, I'm going to do something a little different this time. Now, as some of you who've been following me for a while know that I do my reading in a particular way, but due to a few things, I decided to do it slightly differently. Because usually, on my social medias, which you can follow me on, I usually pick a deck for the week, and I use that deck throughout the week, and also use it for the video. But I've not really been getting on particularly well with this deck, so it would have been this interesting deck called the Mega Barnon's Tarot, and the artwork is interesting, but it's not really working well for me at the moment. So it's the first time I've used it, and it's not really gelling with me at the moment. And because of the world being in the state of chaos, as the echoes of last week are kind of rattling through, I wanted to pick something a little lighter. And unfortunately, I couldn't really find an oracle deck to kind of match with this either. So what I've decided to do, instead of doing 3 oracle cards and 3 tarot, I'm just going to do 1 card for each day. So I'll be using 7 tarot cards from one of my favourite decks, top of this year, the Modern Witch Tarot. So I'll be doing the forecast for the week, but 7 cards for each day rather than just 3 to summarise for the week. So let's see where this takes us. Well, I hope you're doing well, staying home, staying safe. It is it is a jungle out there, and but at the same time, we've got to stay together and do what's best for all of us at the moment. So needs must, I guess, unfortunately. So we are going to do 7 cards this time. So for Monday, we start off with the 7 of Swords. So at the beginning of the week, we are looking at the idea of doing well, basically hitting targets, and feeling like there's a lot of sense of accomplishment. However, be aware that might show detriment to others. So I think one of the things it's basically saying is not to gloat over your victory, because you might be doing quite well, but not everyone else is. So it's basically kind of keep that in mind. You might be doing quite well, but not everyone is on that level. So be very cautious when talking about some of the positives, because not everyone might be experiencing that. So Tuesday, we have the Chariot. And so for Tuesday, it's basically about taking control and picking your path. You've got a better idea of, you've got a bit more stability in where you are, and it's basically talking about how best to pick your direction. Hope you've kind of got a better idea, so pick what's best and what's more comfortable for you, because sometimes, as I said, it's about picking the directions, and it's figuring out the right direction, and maybe one's more suitable for you, but one might benefit other people. So going back to the first card we have on Monday, something might benefit you more, but to the detriment of others. So it's a decision of, is it better for you or better for everyone? So for Wednesday, we have the 4 of Wands. So the four of Wands for Wednesday is basically about focusing on kind of your home life, your stability, and kind of figuring out how best to work within, I guess the best way to say it is like work within your confines. So a lot of us are staying at home at the moment, so it's kind of figuring out the best way to deal with kind of best way to kind of deal with your surroundings, and kind of if you're at home, try and figure out work out a way to kind of make it a bit more comfortable, or figuring out the best way to kind of use this to your advantage. You know, some of us might be unable to leave from our homes and have to work at home, so kind of work out a good way to get your home environment to be a bit more comfortable in its workspace, like maybe this area is for work, this area is for home, etc. So Thursday we are looking at the Eight of Pentacles. So Thursday is about basically just sitting down, honing skills, and just practice on your one thing. Not necessarily jack of all trades style. It's just like with Tuesday, with picking your direction, to sit down and focus on honing that skill. Not to the point of burnout, obviously, but kind of until you're at a level where you feel comfortable and confident in being able to show this to other people or demonstrate it, and basically show how much you've improved. So it's not necessarily about perfection, but it's about focusing on your thing and building up your strength in that thing. So Friday we have the Nine of Pentacles, and the 9 is about contentment in where you are. And now it's not perfect, as it's a 9 not a 10, but it's a kind of contentment in your surroundings, and kind of I guess basking, for lack of a better term, kind of basking in the hard work you've accomplished so far. There's still further to go, but it's like you can look up a mountain and see how far you have to climb, or you can look down the mountain and see how far you've come. So this is about looking down, as it were. So Saturday we have the King of Pentacles. So it's a little blurry there because of the light there. So we've got the King of Pentacles on their throne there. And so this is also about basically similar to what we said on Wednesday with the Four of Wands, about kind of mastery of your surroundings, but it's also focusing on, I guess it's just more kind of not about focusing on honing your skill like the 8, but it's more about building up from where you are. I've got this skill, this skill, this skill, I've done this, this and this, here's what I've achieved. So it's kind of building yourself up from there, and kind of not lauding, but kind of kind of looking at your situation and kind of going, I'm here now, and kind of allowing yourself to kind of look forward and kind of project yourself into a position where you want to be. And so for Sunday we have the Empress, and the Empress is saying for Sunday is saying that kind of once again embrace kind of your instincts, focus on how something makes you feel rather than how you think about the situation. So if you're in a scenario, it's not more kind of just focus on your instincts and intuition. If something doesn't feel right, focus on that and kind of look into why. Because your mind is probably telling you, your subconscious mind is probably telling you something that your conscious mind is not aware of. So if you're feeling like something's not quite right, look into that. Find out why that's not right. Find out why something's off, because that can help you figure out what it is. That can because a lot of intuition is about your brain telling you something that you're not aware of. So focus on that thing and kind of figure out what it is that's making you doubtful. So that has been the weekly forecast. Once again, you can follow me on social medias, link down below. And I did hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. We are 3 subscribers away, 3 away from hitting 500, and I'm really excited. I'm really looking forward to hitting that mark. But I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you all on the flip side.